Cruises are sold as floating paradises, effortless vacations where the food never stops, the ocean never ends, and stress supposedly disappears the moment you step on board. But what if that dream only works for a very specific kind of traveler? And for everyone else, it quietly turns into frustration, boredom, or even regret. This video is not here to bash cruising or scare you away from the idea of stepping onto a massive ship. But it is here to tell the truth that glossy commercials and social media clips conveniently ignore. Because a cruise experience is built on trade-offs that many people do not realize until they are already miles from shore. If you value freedom, authenticity, quiet flexibility, or control over your time, this might not be the vacation you imagine, and by the end of this video, you will clearly understand whether cruising fits your personality or whether it is one of those experiences that sounds incredible in theory, but feels limiting in reality. Fantasy versus the reality. Cruises are marketed as the ultimate escape, a place where everything is taken care of for you and all you have to do is relax. But the reality often feels very different once you are on board. The fantasy suggests unlimited freedom, while the actual experience is built on structure, schedules, and shared spaces. You are not traveling through destinations in the traditional sense. You are staying in one moving environment that occasionally stops. For some people, that is comforting and convenient, but for others, it can feel restrictive and artificial. The moment you step onto a cruise ship, you are entering a controlled ecosystem. Every meal, show, activity, and port visit is pre-planned. While this removes decision fatigue, it also removes spontaneity. You cannot simply wander into a neighborhood cafe, change plans last minute, or stay longer in a place that captivates you. The ship dictates the rhythm of your days, and that structure can feel soothing or suffocating depending on who you are. You are always around people. One of the biggest reasons cruises are not for everyone is the constant presence of other people. Cruise ships are floating cities, often carrying thousands of passengers and crew members. There is almost no true solitude unless you pay significantly more for private spaces. Pools are crowded, buffets are busy, elevators are packed, and even quiet lounges fill up quickly during peak hours. If you are someone who values personal space or recharges through solitude, this environment can become exhausting. Even your cabin, which may look spacious in photos, is often compact and designed for efficiency rather than comfort. Balconies help, but they do not eliminate the feeling of being surrounded. For extroverts, this constant energy can be exciting, but for introverts, it can feel overwhelming within the first few days. The illusion of choice cruise ships advertise endless options, dozens of restaurants, countless activities, and entertainment around the clock. While this seems like freedom, it is actually a curated illusion. You can only choose from what the ship offers, and those options exist within strict time windows. Miss a show, and it may not happen again. Skip a meal slot, and your choices narrow quickly. The illusion of choice works well for people who enjoy structure and predictability. Others may feel boxed in by the repetitive cycle of dining times, show schedules, and port announcements. Over time, the abundance of options can feel shallow because they all exist within the same environment, offering variety without true change. Food is not always what you expect. Food is one of the biggest selling points of cruising, but expectations often exceed reality. While there is plenty of food, abundance does not always mean quality. Buffet meals are designed for efficiency and mass appeal, not culinary excellence. Specialty restaurants often come with extra fees, and even then, the experience may not match high-end dining on land. For travelers who prioritize food culture, local cuisine, and authentic flavors, cruises can feel disconnected from the places they visit. Meals are standardized to appeal to a wide audience, which means flavors are often toned down and dishes simplified. If food is a central part of how you experience travel, this can be a major disappointment. Limited time at destinations cruises promise multiple destinations in one trip, but the time spent at each location is often brief. You may only have a few hours at a port, which limits how deeply you can explore. Excursions are rushed, and independent exploration comes with the pressure of returning to the ship on time. This style of travel works well for people who want a taste of many places without commitment. However, for travelers who enjoy immersing themselves in local culture, lingering in neighborhoods, or exploring beyond tourist areas, the short port visits can feel frustrating and superficial. You see highlights, not realities. Motion sickness and physical comfort being at sea is not always smooth, and motion sickness is a real issue for many people.
Ow.
Even large ships can feel unstable during rough waters, and not everyone adjusts easily. Beyond motion, there are other physical challenges such as narrow hallways, constant walking, and limited access to fresh air in interior cabins. If you are sensitive to movement, prone to anxiety in enclosed spaces, or need consistent access to outdoor environments, cruising may test your comfort levels. While medications and cabin choices help, they do not eliminate the issue entirely. The social environment cruises create a unique social dynamic where you repeatedly see the same people in shared spaces. This can foster connection, but it can also feel awkward or intrusive. Some people love striking up conversations with strangers, participating in group activities, and forming temporary friendships. Others find this forced socialization draining. There is also a strong party culture on certain cruises, especially those targeting younger demographics. Loud music, alcohol-focused activities, and late-night events dominate the atmosphere. If that is not your scene, it can be difficult to avoid entirely. Hidden costs and spending pressure. While cruises advertise all-inclusive pricing, many expenses are not included. Specialty dining, drinks, excursions, gratuities, Wi-Fi, and onboard shopping quickly add up. There is also constant marketing on board, encouraging you to spend more through promotions, photography packages, and exclusive experiences. For budget-conscious travelers, this can feel manipulative. The base price may be affordable, but the final cost often exceeds expectations. If you dislike feeling pressured to spend, the cruise environment can feel uncomfortable. Environmental and ethical concerns. Cruise ships have a significant environmental footprint. Fuel consumption, waste production, and impact on fragile ecosystems are ongoing concerns. Some travelers struggle with the idea of contributing to these issues, especially when visiting sensitive coastal areas. There are also ethical questions regarding labor practices and port economics. While progress has been made, these concerns remain important for travelers who prioritize responsible tourism. Safety and loss of control. Being on a cruise ship means surrendering a degree of control. Medical emergencies, weather disruptions, and mechanical issues are handled by the ship, not you. While safety protocols exist, the inability to leave freely or change plans can cause anxiety for some people. This loss of control contrasts sharply with land-based travel, where alternatives are more accessible. For independent travelers, this can be a significant drawback. Cruises are actually for. Despite these challenges, cruises are not inherently bad. They are ideal for travelers who value convenience, predictability, and social environments. Families appreciate the built-in entertainment and childcare options. First-time travelers enjoy the simplicity. People seeking a low-effort vacation find comfort in the structure. Cruising works best when expectations align with reality. If you know what you are signing up for, the experience can be enjoyable and even memorable. Why cruises feel polarizing? Cruises tend to amplify personality traits. If you enjoy routine, crowds, and shared experiences, you may love it. If you crave independence, quiet, and authenticity, you may struggle. This is why opinions about cruising are often extreme, with people either becoming loyal repeat cruisers or vowing never to return. Understanding yourself is more important than understanding the ship. The emotional side of being at sea, being surrounded by water for days, can evoke unexpected emotions. Some people feel peace and wonder, while others feel unease or restlessness. The psychological effect of being disconnected from land routine and normal life varies greatly from person to person. This emotional response is rarely discussed, but plays a major role in whether someone enjoys cruising. Final thoughts on expectations. The biggest mistake travelers make is assuming a cruise will be universally enjoyable. It is a specific style of vacation with unique strengths and limitations. When marketed honestly, it can be a great fit for the right person. When sold as a perfect escape for everyone, it sets unrealistic expectations. Cruises are not better or worse than other forms of travel, they are simply different. At the end, before booking a cruise, ask yourself what you truly value in travel. Do you want freedom or convenience? Depth or variety? Solitude or social energy? Your answer will determine whether a cruise feels like a dream or a disappointment,